Hey guys, Jengar here. Welcome to this first episode of Combat Report, a once long ago promised series where I am going to use footage that I already had for reviews and try to give you an idea what I'm doing in the form of a combat report where I talk about what decisions I make, why I do the things I do, and what I think is important in certain situations. In this first episode, we take a step back in history to the SM.91 review. I had saved this footage for some reason. I don't know exactly why. I think I wanted to use it for an aiming video as well, but we're going to use it for this right now. We have taken altitude in the SM.91. You're not the most maneuverable plane here. We didn't dive on this first opponent here. We waited for this Cobra to come up and decided to take the second plane. If I would have dove on that first opponent that we just saw, that F6F there, we would have been in the crosshairs of this P39. So you always want to make a calculated decision on who you want to dive for and who not. In our dive we do hit the Aero Cobra with a good aim, and we have somebody behind us who is almost at the same speed as us, and we have the Hellcat coming in here. We're gonna take the head-on, because in these kind of situations, if I would have just made evasive maneuvers, you're gonna be against two opponents, and we still have enough speed left to take distance now. Sometimes you gotta take risks if you want to survive, and you always have to make the calculated decision on what is the best decision. This is experience in the end that will make you better at that. So I'm going after the Aero Cobra here. We're going in a shallow dive. We've got good speed on us. And here I hear him on my left. I don't see him, but I hear him. This is why I don't play with music. If you have music, you don't hear this kind of stuff, and that could be detrimental to your gameplay. He's rolling over. We're following him, trying to take the right lead here, and we do take him out. This plane has 620mm, so any shot in the general vicinity of the opponent is often lethal. In the meantime, I had taken a good account of how many enemies were still alive, and we saw a few down there, so I thought maybe one is still up there. So I'd make the calculated decision here to dive and to go after some more enemies there. But yeah, it's a constant ongoing thought process on what you want to do, and how positioning in that is very important. Here we see the P39 that I had seen earlier down there. He comes into view. We're going to go for him. There's a 109 in the neighborhood here as well, so we can support him here. See if we can take the right lead. He's still totally focused on the 109, didn't see me, so we're good. There is a Yak 3 coming from altitude though, and as he is not too close yet and it's almost 3 kilometers, I thought I would have enough space to turn around and get the head-on in. A head-on in this configuration I'm not nervous about, but we screw up our shot and he does very accurately shoot at our right engine. I look behind me, he's at 800 meters. I look back again, he is on 87. So I thought he was extending. We're going for the P51. We don't have the right elevation here, and the other guy decided to come after me after all and crashes into my plane, the Yak 3. I thought he was extending, but that of course was not the case. He was coming after me in the end, and I did not expect that. So here we are climbing again. You do have to take advantage of the air spawn in this plane. It is necessary. It doesn't climb so good as most single engine fighters, of course, and you do see that you often, especially on the bigger maps, people can still end up above you. Now he makes a movement to the right just when I shoot. We missed that here. We're going to extend. We have several people in the neighborhood here. We are faster at this time, putting the nose down a little bit to extend a little bit more from the I-185, who is shooting a little bit up at us. He's on the right, on the same altitude right now, and he is definitely falling behind. We do have an LA7 coming in though. You do have a back gunner on the SM.91 though, so we can shoot back, especially if he stays on the same altitude. And we are going to go down a little bit so we can have a chance to shoot at him. You can shoot down a little bit as well, and we make the perfect shot on him, shooting down the LA7. We've got the Yak 3, the I-185 is already turned around, and the Yak 3 as well, so we're going after them. Turning around at a safe moment. Of course, obviously this is not a very maneuverable plane, so you want to take that into account and adjust your flying style accordingly. You have to take a little bit more head-ons, and you want not to get yourself into too many dogfights. Here we go, he's shooting some rockets, but that is very difficult to hit a plane straight on with rockets, so I thought just keep your plane straight, don't show him a profile, and my 620mm makes short work of that guy again. So here we are pitching up at this LA7 who comes by. He's being followed by one of our allies, and we've got a 109 even higher up. I don't know what he's doing all the way up there. There's nothing to do there. This LA7 is pretty much at the moment the highest plane out there. I give him a little burst there, and why do I do that? Because sometimes people turn then, like this guy. He started to turn, giving me the opportunity for a head-on here, but he flies just in between two of my shots, unfortunately. We're going into a left turn. I'm going into his direction, trying to extend, but I thought he might turn around again, and he has a much tighter turn circle than me, so... But in the end I can keep turning. I was planning to extend at a certain point, but it wasn't necessary because he didn't keep turning, so he kept extending, so I could continue my turn there. Now we are following him here. Of course he is in the end the quicker plane with better acceleration and a higher top speed in the dive as well. He is extending here, but this is still within shooting range. A little bit too low there. And he turns deeper so that my shots completely miss. He extended there, and I decided to get more altitude again. This is a little bit later where he is coming back in my general direction. And he's coming up quickly. We have good speed though, and we have the altitude advantage. My position is completely superior to him, so I am not worried. He is completely coming up for me though. Not exactly sure why he was doing that. Maybe to lure me down and to pull me down to his airfield. We do have a good shot there though, with a crit on the gear leg, but it damages his wing so much that he gets into a spin. Gets into a slow, flat spin. We're turning in again. There are definitely other people these days who are going to shoot at a plane like this, and you're going to miss the kill. I don't want to miss this kill, so I'm coming back for him. And we're shooting him down there. And we're gonna get some altitude again. I'm checking the airfield. Where is the last opponent? There's only a few people left. I thought it was one opponent left in this match. So I'm removing myself a little bit from the airfield. I'm looking around in my scanning. I didn't find anybody until I get surprised here. Suddenly somebody is within a kilometer of me. And that was very surprising because I thought I was scanning very actively. But apparently not enough, and maybe he was so high above me straight that my scan missed him. And he stayed into my unseen corner above, which you basically very consciously have to check sometimes. I guess he was there already, but I missed him. Of course now I am very much in trouble. I've got some allies coming in there, a G55 coming in there, and I've got a 109 there who's coming closer finally, but he should have come a little bit quicker. Of course a turn engagement against the Yak 3 in the SM.91 is not gonna work, so I'm gonna try to shoot him with my back gunner. I don't have him in my visor there though, so I gotta keep trying to avoid him until my allies come, or maybe when I get another opportunity with the back gunner. Very short windows though where I can shoot at him. You see his turn circle is so much better. I'm gonna try to shoot him still. He already shot me on fire unfortunately, and I missed my shots. Unfortunately we're going down, but he flies away in the sunshine. My allies are close though, they're above me. You see 2 blue dots there, so they came, but too late to save my ass. And we're going down. See you in the next episode, guys. If you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button, become part of this community. If you are already a subscriber, don't forget to like the video, do leave me a comment, and if you really feel like helping out today, make sure to share the video with your friends and let them know about the channel.